everyone, Aaron Spears here, Young Adult Librarian at the Westlake Porter Public Library. Do you feel it? The madness is here. March Madness has arrived and brackets have gone out and the teams, at least for the sporting event, have been announced. Games are starting shortly, if not already by the time you're watching this. Well, here at the library we wanted to do our own little twist on that, and we're doing a book bracket for young adults. So what we've done is picked out a few books that we put together in a bracket form that we want you to vote on. We want you to decide who the winners are of each matchup as we go along. So we're going to do that a few different ways within this video. One, we're going to seed the bracket today in this video. So we're going to do a drawing and we're going to place the different books from the young adult collection that are going to be up against each other, and we're going to see which books are going to go up against the other books. We're also going to let you know how to vote, how to choose those winners, or how to place your picks for who the winners should be in every single one of those matchups. So you are going to decide who the eventual champion will be in this particular bracket. We're also going to provide links in this video. You can click anything below here to get your hands on a copy of these books. If any of them sound good that you haven't read before, grab them. Probably not going to be able to get through all of the ones you haven't read in the course of this particular tournament, but hopefully they'll inspire you to be like, that sounds really good, I'm going to check that one out. So we're hoping to inspire a little bit of reading there, as well as some friendly competition amongst books from a wide variety of genres. So let's get into the books that we picked. So what we did was, I worked with the Teen Advisory Board. They picked out some books. We also looked at some of the most published books, some of the most requested books, some of the most circulated books in the young adult collection, and we built from there. What we did though is we did have to retire a few books. Like, you're not going to see the Hunger Games in this one. We are going to have some classics there. We are going to have some of those in there, but we wanted to kind of diversify it a little bit and let some new books that are really popular, that are really gaining some momentum, have a chance to come into the bracket and not just have 16 of the most famous, the most widely purchased, the most widely circulated young adult books. We wanted to have a little bit more than just that. So sorry, Hunger Games has had its time. It's won many of book brackets in the young adult world previously. We're going to get some new blood, some new genres, some new perspectives into this bracket. So without further ado, let's jump in and start seeding the bracket and see what books are going to be up against what other books. So to seed the bracket, I have little printouts of all the different book covers in here. We're going to draw these out at random and get the seed going. Let's go with line pull. I'll Give You the Sun is the #1 pick. That'll go in the #1 slot. This one is about Jude and Noah. They're twins who are inseparable, but now years later they're barely even speaking. So the past story is told by Noah, while Jude narrates the current story. So this one, you'll cry, you'll laugh, you'll love this story. All right, for the #2 slot, let's go here. We've got Aristotle and Dante Discover the Universe. After meeting at the pool, Ari and Dante, Aristotle, Ari for short, they develop a friendship that changes both of their lives and their futures forever. It's an amazing coming-of-age tale. Highly, highly recommended. All right, now we'll pick the #3 one. Let's go here. We've got, The Hate You Give. That is a modern classic in the contemporary fiction genre. Star witnesses her best friend gunned down by the police. The story makes national headlines and places Star at the center of the controversy, of the tragedy, with tough decisions at every turn. There's also a very good movie adaptation of that one. Let's put that up in the #3 spot. #4 this time. Oops, move the whole thing. We're going to go with The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. This is the story of Hazel and Augustus. They are both post-cancer, and they meet up at a support group, and another kind of coming-of-age relationship story with a backdrop of terminal illness and how that affects one's outlook on life. Also adapted into a movie. That's going to be in our #4 spot. #5, let's go over here and pull from here. We've got The Cruel Prince by Holly Black. Very prolific writer in the young adult world. This one centers in on Jude, who has spent 10 years in the High Court of Fairy and is discovering her capacity for trickery and bloodshed. It's book #1 in the Folk of the Air series. So that one's going to go up at #5. Next up, we're going for our #6 position. That is going to be City of Bones, part of the Mortal Instruments series, the first one in that one. We did pick all first ones if there was going to be a series pick at all. This is by Cassandra Clare. Clary is pulled into Jace's shadow hunter world when her mother disappears. Lots of intrigue, lots of supernatural, lots of fantasy elements, very rich world building in this one. So that one is going in at the number 6 position. Number 7, let's grab one here. Number 7 is going to be Legend by Marie Lu. This one centers in on June, who is a military prodigy, and Day, who is most wanted, and a criminal, a fugitive from justice, from different worlds, obviously. When Day is blamed for a murder, not actually murder, wrongfully accused, blamed for murder, a game of cat and mouse unearths national secrets that could destroy the country. Marie Lu, very prolific young adult writer. This is number 1 in the Legend series, so this is going in at number 7. Let's get these kind of mixed up around here and go with, what do we got? The Red Queen is number 8. The Red Queen is from Victoria Aveyard. This centers in on Mare, a poor thief who finds herself working in the Silver Palace and discovers her unique abilities and may just disrupt power within the kingdom. This is part of the Red Queen series, book number 1. That is going in at number 8. All right, now we're actually going to start seeing some matchups here. Let's go with this one here. We've got, the selection. This one is very, very, very popular. This is the selection by Cara. The selection is, it's a dystopian set thing where you've got 35 girls, there's a caste system. The 35 girls that are selected are all competing for the prince and basically a brand new life for them. This is number 1 in the selection series. Again, circulates a lot, very, very popular in the young adult world. This is going in at number 9 and gives us our first matchup against Red Queen. All right, going in at number 10, let's grab this one here. The Darkest Minds. The Darkest Minds by Alexandra Bracken. This is a paranormal gifted kids in a fight against an oppressive government. It is also a series. This is book 1 of it. Does actually also have a movie as well. Darkest Minds at number 10 is going to go up against Marie Lu and Legend. All right, we're getting some good matchups now. So let's go in for the next one. Let's do this one here. That is The Fifth Wave. The Fifth Wave by Rick Yancey. The Fifth Wave is, again, part of a series. All these fantasy and dystopian ones are all parts of the series here. Book number 1 in the Fifth Wave series. It's a lone girl surviving in an alien invasion. So the invasion has already started when the book started. There's wave 1, 2, 3, and 4, which are explained right inside the front cover. And then we go into the Fifth Wave, which is when we join her in her adventure in progress. Fifth Wave is going up against City of Bones. Now we need in the number 12 position. Let's go over to this side of the container and pick one. Maze Runner. So this is one of those classics that we did keep in the running kind of as the replacement for the Hunger Games, since we said we did retire that. Maze Runner by James Dashner is, it's all boys. They're stuck in a maze trying to get out. They've not been able to get out. They're in the glades, in this garden area, trying to get through this giant maze. Creatures, deadly booby traps, and then the first girl arrives. This is, again, a series. This is first in the Maze Runner series, and, again, adapted into a movie. Maze Runner is going to go up against The Cruel Prince. All right, picking out number 13 here. Let's go over on this side. We've got Butterfly Yellow by Thana. This is about Hang. She arrives in Texas in its 1970s and 80s as a refugee from Vietnam. She's searching for her brother Lin, who came to America as a refugee much earlier, and now she's searching through 1970s and 80s America as a Vietnam refugee. This is going to be going up against The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. Interesting matchups here. Now we need number 14. Only got a few left here. Let's go with this one. We've got Code Talker. Code Talker by Joseph Bruchac. This focuses in on Ned Begay, who tells his grandchildren about his work as a Marine in a World War II experience as a Navajo code talker. So this is in the, same with Butterfly Yellow, this is in the historical fiction genre, and Code Talker is going to go up against The Hate You Give. Very different books, very interesting matchup there. All right, we only got 2 left. Got my eyes closed. I feel this one. Let's go with The Downstairs Girl. The Downstairs Girl by Stacey Lee tells of Jo Kwon, an American-born Chinese teenager in 1890s Atlanta. Again, part of the historical fiction genre. Very, very acclaimed book of the last few years. This one is going to go up against Aristotle and Dante. Discover the secrets of the universe. Very interesting matchup there. Historical fiction and contemporary fiction. And then by process of elimination, we have The Fountains of Silence. The Fountains of Silence by Ruta Septes. This is in Franco's Spain, 1957. Anna, the girl living there in Franco's Spain, meets a boy from Texas. You have a little bit of clash of cultures there, but you also have the oppressive government of Franco's Spain in the 1950s as the backdrop for this historical fiction. This one will be going up against I'll Give You the Sun. Interesting matchups there. All right, so there we have it. That is the bracket. Those are the matchups for round 1. The rest is entirely up to you. There's a few ways you can vote. So first of all, you can go to our social media page. You can do it from your phone, your computer, wherever, and just vote. So the round 1 of voting, all the matchups that we just went over are going to be available to start voting starting March 16th. We're going to post only a couple matchups a day. Vote in the comments of those matchups. Go over to Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, go through the website, and you can see how to vote there. Now, if you do want to also come on into the library, if you stop by the Youth Services desk or the Young Adult area, we can show you where you can pick up your own bracket. If you want to fill it out, turn that one in. We can calculate the voting that way. And then we're going to be posting the next round, round 2, that'll start March 23rd. So whatever the matchups come out of this first round, you'll know what the round 2 matchups are starting March 23rd. So keep an eye on our social media accounts. That's where we're going to be posting the winners as we go through the different rounds here. So get your votes in starting March 23rd for round 2, and then that'll be really actually our final 4 right there. And then our championship round, which is round 3, is going to start, that'll be published on April 5th. That's obviously just one matchup. It'll be posted on April 5th. Start your voting then in the comments. And then the champion, the winner, as chosen by you of the Young Adult Book Bracket 2021 will be posted on April 8th. So get out there, start voting, start reading as well, and see what you can discover in the Young Adult Book Bracket 2021.